Hello! So today I'm going to be taking you through the process of how I make my pen pal letters. And so first off, I decided that I would show you the letter that I just received from my friend. And she sent me all these little paper goodies, and I get way too excited over paper things. It's probably not good, but every time she sends me these little paper treasures, I always get so excited because I don't know, just paper things and tiny things just bring me so much joy, and I'll be able to use them in the next letter that I make. So this is a little bit different video than what I normally do, which I tend to say almost every single video that I post, but there's just so many things that I'm interested in and so many new things that I want to try, and I kind of enjoy having YouTube for that. Just kind of, I get to delve into all my projects and, film and share it with everybody. And so yeah, I really enjoy that. And this letter is from my friend, very good friend, and we are friends in real life, and I see her, like once a week. So it's not like she's some long distance friend. It's just we really enjoy, making letters, and it's like a fun kind of creative thing to do. And so anyway, the first step of any good pen pal letter is, your actual letter. And I would say if you are struggling to come up with what to write your first pen pal, or that first letter to your new pen pal, or just, to your pen pal in general, is that me and my friend, what we do is we like to come up with 3 or 4, well lately 4, questions to ask each other about, it could be anything, like we've done, like, what's your favorite time period in history, to what are your favorite color combinations. And it's a really good way to like get to know each other, and ways that you wouldn't normally come up in regular conversation. So it's one of the things that me and my friend like to do, and as you can see here, I'm reading back through the letter just to remember what all she said and to read over the questions that she asked me. And we usually write very long and rambly letters, and those letters are my favorite just because you can kind of see, in a letter you see a lot more of how like a person thinks, because it's not like they're sitting directly right there in front of you. They're, sitting at their desks writing you this letter. So that's one thing that me and my friend really enjoy doing, is asking each other those questions, and it's really fun to come up with them. And it's kind of, you definitely have to think about it sometimes, but it's very interesting to, see what she thinks, and then to, get her reply of what she answered my questions with. And I would honestly say writing the actual letter is probably my favorite part of, actually making the thing. It's just so much fun to, I usually take it like 30 or 40 minutes and just sit down and just write it all in one sitting. And it's just really enjoyable to do, and you also feel really aesthetic, like, like a 18th century housewife writing to her lover who's out at sea or whatever. But anyway, so after that, I tried to kind of fold it nicely into a little Jane Austen-esque style, and it's not completely historically accurate. I just tried to make it look like that. And after that, since I don't actually have a wax seal kit as of yet, I use my own personal seal, which is of course a duck, because I have a weird obsession with ducks and I will never get over them. They are so adorable. So this little ducky stamp that I found at a thrift store has kind of become my own seal that I put on every single one of my letters. I kind of messed this one up, but it's fine. After that, I went through my rather large collection of envelopes, and I actually got all of these from a thrift store for $1. They were just in a baggie, and I was like, oh, okay, those are mine now. So I went through all of my envelopes and I picked out the one that I want to use. This isn't really based on any sort of opinion, just like the one I want to use. And so rather than like ye old regular craft paper that normal people use, I have been using a paper bag from Save-A-Lot for like the past 6 months, and I I've been using this thing a lot, and I still have quite a bit left of it, and it's honestly really good to use because it's a little bit thicker than I would say craft paper is, and because, you know, it's meant to hold groceries, and so it works a lot better, and it actually is really good to write on. And I would say, because a paper bag can last you a long time, especially if you aren't using big pieces of it all at once. So yeah, I've had this thing for like 6 months, and it's great. And then I also use some of this fancy paper that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of like parchment paper, but it has designs on it at the same time. I don't know what it is, but it's gorgeous and it's amazing. And then I used an old book that I don't worry, it was pretty much garbage, the book was, so it was gonna need to be recycled. It couldn't be sold anyway, so I used an old page from that to put on the front of the envelope, and I really enjoyed doing this part too. And I'd say any tips for making it, you know, like more aesthetic or whatever, is just to keep layering stuff on until you like it, and that's honestly what I do. I don't really think about it. Well, I do, but I just kind of keep layering stuff on and see what I like. And yes, I do realize that this is all off screen. I apologize, but I did not realize that until after I filmed it, and I'd already, you know, sent the letter and stuff, so I can't really go back and fix it, but it's fine. So yeah, anyway, I just kept adding on different pieces of paper and layers of washi tape, and then I got out my favorite thing, the creme de la creme, that I finally bought for myself a few days ago, or a couple weeks ago. These letter stamps that look like a typewriter, and I've been wanting these for so long, and I saw them at Hobby Lobby, and I was like, just buy them. So I did, and I am so glad that I did. And so I put her name on there, and I wrote to Lily. And, you know, obviously didn't put her address on there until after I stopped filming because of reasons. And then I also added, you know, my little froggy stamp. And I love these things. They're so cute. I will never get over them. And I also added my seal of approval, my duck, which I screwed up, so I had to do again. But it's fine. And so yes, after finishing my slightly messed up ducky, I was trying to decide what else to put in the envelope besides just the letter itself. It's usually me and my friends send each other little things, and I didn't really have like a ton of ideas to what to put in here. So I did end up, after I put the letter in, I did end up including some little mini envelopes for her to use that I had that I thought she would enjoy. And so I just kind of taped a little piece of paper around them to, you know, make it aesthetic. And then I wrote a little header on there. And yeah, my gel pen ended up dying in the middle of that. I don't know what the deal was. It was full of ink, so I had to switch out the gel pens. And so I included that in the letter along with some little birdie stickers that I found that I had. And after that, the letter was basically done. And yes, I did lick it to seal it shut. Don't come for me. It was disgusting. I didn't like it, but I did it. Anyway, so yeah, that's exactly how I make all of my pen pal letters. And so I just wanted to kind of show you all, and it was fun filming this, and I'll probably end up doing more of them in the future, like I do with the rest of my videos. Find one thing that works and then do it forever. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye!